Our beloved viewers, welcome to the 9 p.m. English News Edition brought to you live from RTD channel. And tonight, headlines are: in health, the Minister of Health officially launched the 7th consultative meeting of the retalked Technical Committee. And on the international scene, Tel Aviv suffers a coordinated attack after Israel military provocation. Iran response. Those were the top stories, and welcome back in our newsroom. During his official visit to Japan, the Speaker of the House of Djibouti, Dileita Mohamed Dileita, visited the historic city of Hiroshima, where he was received by Mr. Kazumi Matsu, the city's mayor. The meeting reflected a shared desire to strengthen a friendship and cooperation between their country and Japan, particularly through local authorities and legislative institutions. President Adilita initially praised Hiroshima's exemplary role as a global symbol of peace, resilience, and remembrance. He expressed solidarity with the Japanese people and commended the city's relentless effort to promote the principles of nuclear disarmament and coexistence. The Speaker of the House also expressed a pride in visiting the historic city of Hiroshima and praised the performance of Djiboutian marathon runners, especially Ahmed Salah, who unexpectedly won the first place. In response, the mayor expressed his gratitude to President Dileita for this symbolic visit, emphasizing the importance of parliamentary diplomacy in strengthening relation between the two friendly peoples. He also expressed hope that the city of Djibouti, through its mayor, will join the Mayors for Peace Network, an international coalition of local authorities. Let's come back now to the country. And during the parliamentary workshop held today, the National Assembly and the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA engaged in detailed discussion on ways and means to improve the impact, organization, and coordination of parliamentary missions related to population issues, human development, and social justice. The workshop was chaired by the acting president of the National Assembly, Safia Almi Jibril, in the presence of Asha Jamal, a representative of UNFPA office in Djibouti. The meeting aimed to launch the parliamentary group on population and development within the presidency, chaired by Omar Ahmed Wais, the second vice president of the National Assembly. Both parties emphasized the importance of enhancing universal access to health services, supporting of family planning policies that promote well-being. The discussion led to the identification of several strategic directions intended to guide cooperation between the Parliament and UNFPA in an organized and sustainable manner. In her remarks, the acting chairperson of the National Assembly, Safia Emmi Jibril, expressed that it was a special moment marked by a profound sense of responsibility to gather under the National Parliament for the official announcement of the creation of the Parliamentary Group on Population and Development. She stated that with the same emotions, she was speaking on behalf of the Bureau of the National Assembly in her capacity as acting president of the National Assembly to launch the work of that morning session. She emphasized that the initiative being celebrated was more than just the creation of parliamentary body. It embodied a collective will to make Parliament a central actor in building sustainable human development based on rights, justice, and social equity. At that point in her address, she turned it into the issue that the platform aimed to address. She noted that the Republic of Djibouti had faced complex challenges, but that under the wise leadership of President Smail Omar Guelleh, and through the continued effort of the National Union of Djiboutian Women in supporting the country's youth. These challenges had been made addressed thanks to the vital role and responsibility assumed by the government in creating development opportunities. She added that this had been made possible through the search for solutions to climate challenges and to a demographic transition that remain incomplete. She finally concluded by stating that such challenges require multi-sectoral integrated responses that must above all be rooted in the lived realities of the populations. Still with the national news, this morning the Minister of Economy and Finance in charge of Industry, Ilyas Moussa Dawali, met with development partners to share the strategic vision and key priorities of the National Development Plan 2025-2030, marking a visionary step towards sustainable and inclusive growth. This strategy is based on a clear vision of making Djibouti a prosperous, modern, and inclusive country aligned with the aspiration of the National Vision 2030 launched by President Gedley. However, this plan is not merely a roadmap, it is a collective charter. The Minister of Finance emphasized the importance of a participatory process that allows the civil society, private sector, academics, and citizens themselves to express their views. To structure this approach, 4 strategic committees were established: the steering committee, the guidance committee, the technical committee, and the quality control committee. This precise organization aims to ensure transparency, efficiency, and maximize impact. Other priorities highlighted during the meeting included increasing the mobilization of financial resources, which is essential for project implementation. And health now. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, opened the 7th meeting of the Telehealth and Technical Assistance Network in East Africa today at the Kempinski Palace Hotel. Members of all countries took part. The event brought together experts, officials, and partners from the health sector in the region to discuss progress, challenges, and strategies aimed at reinforcing the health system through innovative solutions and enhanced cooperation between member countries. The meetings activities will continue with various working sessions, workshops, and experience sharing. This technical committee meeting preceded a high-level meeting that will gather health ministers from the Horn of Africa region to discuss strategies for improving surveillance, strengthening health systems, and ensuring equitable access to vaccines and other essential resources. And during the opening ceremony, the minister reaffirmed Djibouti's commitment to improving health care system. And now let's listen to 2 remarks of 2 experts participating at this event.
It's both an honor to me and a pleasure to welcome you to the 7th Eastern Africa Regional Technical Advisory Committee meeting here in the vibrant city of Djibouti. I know it's the first time for some members to come to Djibouti. Personally, I've been here a number of times since I came to Djibouti as a young medical officer in 2008. So since the establishment of the Regional Technical Advisory Committee, it has served as a vital platform for fostering regional collaboration in strengthening public health security across the East African region. I'm confident that this meeting will build on our collective progress and catalyze further action to protect the health of our people. Colleagues, as a statutory technical advisory body to Africa's CDC, the RETAC plays a pivotal role in supporting the Eastern Africa ICC Secretariat.
On behalf of the Africa CDC's Director General, His Excellency Dr. John Kaseya, and indeed all the staff from the Africa CDC, and particularly from the Eastern Africa RCC, I wish to extend our sincere gratitude to the government and of Djibouti and its Ministry of Health for your generosity in co-hosting this important regional meeting, and indeed for the warm hospitality extended to all of us.
And for his part, the Minister of Health of Djibouti, Dr. Ahmed Robli Abdilli, welcomed everyone to Djibouti, describing it as a land of exchange and encounters. The minister noted that almost all communities residing in Djibouti were present, including those from the East African region. He warmly welcomed all attendees to Djibouti and to the Cultural Forum held in the Africa whole. He expressed his hope that visitors will find time to enjoy the beauty of the country and encourage his fellow citizens to extend their traditional warm hospitalities. The minister highlighted that the holding of this meeting in Djibouti demonstrated not only a collective commitment to reinforcing health security in the region, but also reflected the trust placed in Djibouti to contribute effectively to this joint effort. He extended a warm welcome to all. He paid tribute to the leadership of Africa, the Regional Coordination Center for East Africa, and the ongoing commitment of member states. The minister emphasized the strategic importance of thinking collectively about the future, developing local manufacturing of health products, ensuring sustainable and innovative financial for health system, and strengthening human resources capacity, which he identifies as key operational priorities. The minister renewed his gratitude for the participants present in Djibouti and their commitment to public health. Finally, Minister Abdullah officially declared the opening of the third meeting of the technical experts of the Regional Technical Advisory Committee for East Africa. Other news now, the inaugural gathering of Djibouti First Youth Guidance Group, Éclaireur, launched by the APEPS organization in May 2025 and was officially opened on Thursday morning. The opening ceremony took place at the Ministry of Education's Training Center under the sponsorship of the Minister of National Education. The Éclaireur youth coming from primary, middle, and high schools were transported by buses to the Idris Farah Abane Training Academy, where they received a warm and highly organized welcome. They were escorted into the premises with a national level reception accompanied by the academic's cavalry and musical band. And after jointly singing the national anthem alongside the police forces, the scout youth gave heartfelt applause to express their deep gratitude for the warm reception. With beaming faces full of joy and excitement, they proceeded in an orderly manner to the main auditorium of AFIPA. And the same day, the Scouts youth promptly began a series of well-organized and high-quality activities coordinated jointly by the APEPS Joint Committees and Idris Farah Abane Police Academy. The program was tailored to suit the participants' ages and comprehension levels and included daily educational activities. The Djibouti Scouts Association started last month and supported by the Association for Physical Education and School Sport with help from the Minister of Education, Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud, finished a 3-day training session today at Idris Farah Abane Police Academy. Upon arrival, Minister Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud was warmly welcomed by the acting director of the academy, officers and non-commissioned officers, as well as the Secretary General of UNFD Fatuma Musa Abdi. And still with the national, in his address, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training expressed his great pride and deep sense of honor in having the opportunity to close the 3-day training camp in which his scouts participated through full immersion in the prestigious Idris Farah Abane. In his speech, the Minister of Education stated that this first camp, which marks the initial stage of 3 scheduled gatherings for the year 2025, fully aligned with the vision of President Ismail Omar Guelleh. Its aim, he noted, was to instill principles of communal life, promote autonomy, discipline, and vigor, and reinforce Islamic values, particularly those of cooperation and solidarity. He explained that the activity program had been designed by a joint committee of civilian and military experts. He included a theoretical assessment covering concept in civic education. The minister addressed the Director General, expressing his satisfaction in announcing that this pioneering scouting initiative, the first of its kind in Djibouti, was a strong candidate to become a national model. He considered it as the foundation for the emergence of a new generation, healthy, firmly attached to the Republican values and deeply rooted in Islamic and cultural heritage. He warmly congratulated the young participants who had just completed their first training camp. He added that starting on the 26th, they will take part in a national parade, a proud march for their homeland, and a celebration of their national identity. The minister pointed out that this event came in the context of celebrating 48 years of independence under the banner of unity, equality, and fraternity. Finally, the Minister of National Education addressed the Scouts, stating that they now represent a symbol of this unity and embodied peace built upon a solid foundation of national belonging, as they reflected the full diversity of Djiboutian society. An evening celebration was organized in front of the municipal stadium in Blaus Commune to commemorate the 48th anniversary of national independence. The event and activities marking this anniversary continue across the capital communes with the participation of residents from neighborhoods located in the capital. This celebratory event represents an important moment to reinforce unity, brotherhood, patriotism, sharing, and collective joy. Several government members, parliamentarians, representatives of the National Union of Djiboutian Women, mayors, and local elected officials participated in the celebration together in a joy atmosphere through a rich and diverse program. Groups plays national songs were performed by Djiboutian group. on to another news. The Minister of Decentralization, Qasim Harun Ali, met with a delegation from the Pakar region, consisting of 2 advisors from the municipality of Bonifacio and 2 representatives from the NGO Horizon Solidarities. This delegation had previously visited the country last year to participate in the local government cooperation program between the Obok region and the Pakar region. The purpose of this meeting with the minister was to inform him about the mission of the delegation is about to undertake in Obok region. It was noted that the delegation includes experts from the region. Dakhel now, the regions of Dakhel recently hosted the final launch ceremony of the local championship at the city's sport stadium. Following a month of intense competition among 10 teams representing various areas, the event culminated in a festive and amicable atmosphere. The final match featured the teams from Sankal and Gallafi, both of which had demonstrated a strong performance throughout the tournament. And after a fiercely contested and thrilling game, Gallafi narrowly secured victory with a 1-0 score, earning the championship title for the year. The closing ceremony was attended by several prominent personalities, including the chairman of the region and the Secretary General of the General Secretariat for Sport, Khadija Ibrahim. In his remarks, the Deputy Director of the region, Jama Hirsi, expressed gratitude to all participating teams for their commitment and sportsmanship throughout the competition. And during routine maritime control, the Djiboutian Coast Guard teams based at the Karangar Coastal Monitoring Center intercepted a Yemeni boat suspected of smuggling goods. 16 cartons of cat were confiscated during the operation. The 2 Yemeni smugglers attempted to evade capture by discarding a part of their cargo into the sea to lighten their boats, but their efforts were unsuccessful due to the prompt and determined response of the Djiboutian Coast Guard. The investigation has been assigned to the Brigade of Research, Investigation and Judicial Affairs to pursue legal action against the detained individuals. In collaboration with the Obok Customs team, the seized goods were destroyed on site in the presence of smugglers. Additionally, the boat was impounded as part of the ongoing investigation. The operation is a part of a continuous effort to fight against smuggling activities that pose a serious threat to the national economy. And now moving on to the world news. As I stated at the top stories, Iran launched a major revenge attack on Tel Aviv using missiles and drones, causing many casualties and damage. Qasir Ali has more to tell us.
Repeat aggression against its territory and regional interests, Iran launched a massive strike against Tel Aviv early Sunday. The operation involved high-precision missile and drone, causing significant human and material losses. According to Israeli media sources, 9 people were killed, more than 207 injured, and 35 others are missing in south of Tel Aviv. Iran's foreign news agency reported the projectiles used were equipped with high explosive targeting strategic infrastructure. Several intensive sites in Israel were hit, causing fires, including at a renewed scientific research center. In respect and mobilization of the country's defenses. On diplomatic front, U.S. President Donald Trump revealed that Russian President Vladimir Putin had offered mediation to prevent an uncontrollable escalation.
And since the mid-20th century, global warming has increased rapidly due to human pollution and deforestation. Again, with Qasir Ali.
Data indicate a notable acceleration of global warming since the mid-20th century, with an average increase in Earth's surface temperature of approximately 1.5 degrees since 1924, and a fourfold increase in the rates of warming compared to the period of 1850 to 1923. The first quarter of the 21st century recorded some of the hottest years on record, with an intensification of extreme weather events and a more rapid rise in temperature in regions such as the Arctic. Human emission, particularly carbon, methane, and other oxides, are the main causes of this acceleration, according to the accounting for more than half of global emission.
So that's it for tonight news. Thanks for being with us and have a good night.